Hello everyone, welcome back to Feed the Beast. I am Zerul, your conductor for today's train wreck of an episode. And today we're going to go ahead and finish up our work on the infinite coal machine. Now, or the infinite explosive machine. Now, I say infinite, and technically we do have a couple of limitations on there. Is the situation with the fertilizer didn't work out exactly the way I want. And although I could improve it with Steve's carts if I can actually find some way of getting the bindings for all the blocks working correctly, but that's neither here nor now. I'm calling it the infinite explosive machine, but with the amount of appetite we're pulling in, it should be not nearly an issue. There, we've already got thousands of blocks, and we've still got hundreds and hundreds of appetite left over. Anyhow. Before we jump into that, let me go and show you what I've been doing with bees. So, like I said at one point, I've just been playing around with bees a little bit there, as it's a long and drawn-out process. What I've got right now is I've got all of these you see back here. These are pure lines of bees. Diligent, tolerant, majestic, hardy, cultivated, noble, etc., etc., etc. I've got nothing but pure lines of bees in these. I've got each of these is a apiarist chest that has pure bees in it. Nothing but pure bees are in here. And I've got a indexer, which has nothing but hybrids. These are my experimentation boxes here. Basically, when I know there's nothing in it, I flip the switch and it comes up and tells me that this is ready for use. I've got a series of hoppers going into an analyzer, which is being fed honey from my honey store through the use of a liquid tesseract. I've got power from a power tesseract. Actually, do we have anything here? Nope. So let me go and pull these out real quick here. I've got an acclimatizer, which need to work on a little bit more. Actually, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's go ahead and throw some water cans in. So if you ever seen the acclimatizer, basically lets you take things like lava or sand or water and adjust the tolerances for for bees and stuff. So actually I think this is normal, so I think we'll be able to get by with that. Let's do that real quick. As for some reason my wintry princess vanished, so let's just go throw that in that. There we go. Alright, so we've got a noble imperial hybrid, majestic, pure noble drone. So let's go ahead and throw the pure noble over here. Noble. Where is it? Alright, pure noble. Plop. And then let's go ahead and throw in noble imperial. And let's just throw that in. We go back here. Flip that to tell us that something is in there. And then go throw this into here. Cool. Alright, so this is my bee section over here. I've got my third quarry is finished digging down. Haven't replaced it yet because I'm not short on resources. I've also got, in the nether here, I got some bees going. Some embittered owl. Here in the end, I've got my third hive set up with my dragon egg. And these guys also hurt. Ow. Ow. Yeah. And see, I don't quite have set yet, so I'm gonna have to wait to grab the extra drones and stuff over there until I can get the rest of it set out there. So let's go ahead and go back to home. And a little bit of lag going on. So this hasn't changed too much. This is my honey stores. You see we're up to 560 buckets of honey. Let's see here. I've got the excess bees are flowing through here into out of the analyzer and over here into a gene pool. They're getting turned into BDNA or BNA. Whoa, got a lot of lag. Let's go and see if I can drop. There we go. See if that helps. Not too much. I'm gonna do one more thing. Give me just a second here. not a whole lot of help. I'll have to work on that a little bit there. But I've got a tank with 94 buckets of liquid DNA for the bees, so that's actually pretty cool. Is that starting to even out some? A little bit. Let's go ahead and wake up here. So, been working on the bees a little bit there. We'll see how that all turns out. That is a long-standing project here. As you can see over there, I died. Actually, met another creeper. My bane of my existence here. Let's see here. Alright, so let me go and show you the farm then. So, we got our farm going, and our farm is going pretty smoothly. So we've got full stacks of that, fertilizer, and saplings and dirt all being fed from the Applied Energistics storage system. Yep. No, wrong. Let's see here. As you see, we've already got 8,000 birch wood out of that so far. I mean, it's just going insane there. So, let's go ahead and grab some of that. And let's go and go over to our other section, and there we go. I think maybe might need to relocate those bees at some point, because that is dragging me down. Alright. Let's see here. Yep. And you see we've still got 260 fertilizer. And we still have 1,400 apatite, 40 more blocks of apatite ore. Oh, I got some apiaries. Where did that come from? Yeah, anyhow. Alright, so, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and do a couple different things. First, we got to take the wood, the birch wood, we have to turn it into charcoal and then grind it into charcoal dust. So to do that, we're actually going to be using a couple of advanced machines. We're not going to rely on the red power stuff. We're actually going to be using some of the advanced machines from the Strikers mod there, that I mentioned there. So this is going to be a... Let me pull this up here. I believe it is the... Yes, we have an induction furnace. That's what we're going to be using, and then we're going to be using a rotary macerator. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a couple of advanced machine blocks first. Let's see if I've already got that made up. Not yet, but I think we're okay on that. Carbon plating. That should be good. 2 machine blocks. Nope, machine blocks, so I believe it's that. That. Yes, alright, 2 advanced machine blocks, check. Next, we need a macerator, which is a frame or a hull or a machine block, flint, diamond, and a gate. Alright, so I think that will work. Flint, 1, 2, 3, 4. Diamond. Will regular diamonds do? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Gate. Alright, let's go downstairs and grab one of our pulsating chipsets. If I have any more. And I do... Alright, yeah, I do. Good. Let's see if this works for us here. Up top! Up top, I tell you. Yep. No, that's not it. Diamond ore gate, pulsating chipset. Oh, I need a... Yeah. So, yeah, let's just make... Let's make one of those. There we go, macerator. And then finally we have macerator, advanced machine block, and then refined iron. Rotary master head, check. Alright. Next we're going to do an induction furnace. Whoop. So we have an electric furnace and another advanced machine block. This is going to be furnace, circuit, and redstone. Oh, that should be simple. Is that an iron furnace? I certainly believe so. Circuit. Redstone. Is that right? Yes. And then that, and then copper. Copper red. Cool, alright, so we got all that we need. Next, let's make some cable. I got 9, let's make another 20. We also need some of that. We need some... we got plenty of export buses. Let's make another 5 imports. Which means we gotta make sure and clear this out. Let me turn that off. Dunk. Quartz dust. We'll pull all of this out here. Throw it into chest B here. I'm gonna have to make up another furnace or something just for tying into this, so I don't have to worry about this being all used up and tied up there. So let's see if that's all done. 1 import bus. We'll leave it be and we'll come back to it if we need be. Let's go and throw this in here. Throw that in there. Alrighty. Oh, I actually forgot something here. Alright, so we need a couple of patterns. We also need a couple of IMI interfaces. Which we'll come back to that in a moment here. Alright. So let's go and set up a couple of these things first real quick. And then let's go ahead and... yeah, it's doing good, okay. Man, 9 frames a second. Alright. Try and work on that later there. Alright, so let's see where we're at. So we got plenty of niter, sulfur, sulfur. We got plenty of sand, which we'll tie into. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to dismantle this machine, and then I'll be back in just a minute once we're all ready to begin the next step. So basically, taking all of this and we're going to compact it using advanced energetics to eliminate a lot of problems. So, back in a few minutes. Alright, so a few tweaks to my settings, a new version of Optifine, rebooted the computer, a few Windows updates, and I'm back. And my frames are still not that much better, but it's at least doable for the time being. So I might need to change all this out. I'm sure this is generating a ton of lag. So we might change that out at some point for something newer or something a little bit different, but we'll get there at some point. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, we'll find out. Anyhow, let's go and pull this up real quick here. So, what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go ahead and set this up in sections. Now, I've left these here for the moment because they've got a bunch of stuff in them. But we're going to still use this power for a few things, and that we've got this coming off of our... is that their MFE? Yep, our MFE. So, for medium voltage there. So, first things first, we need to get our system set up to allow the production of sand and stuff. So, similar to what we just did a moment ago, we're going to set it right back up. So, igneous extruder right... Actually, let's just put it right here, because that needs no power. Nope, I remember why I put it there initially. So let's go and back up slightly here. So... Oh, would you stop that? Stop it! Stop it! Eat pickaxe. Pickaxe. Ha! Better. Much better. Alright. Let's try this again. So, igneous extruder here. Pulverizer here. So, this is going to be set to output to the side. Here we go. This is going to be set to input from the side. Good. And then we're going to set the top to export everything. Alright, we're going to go ahead and tie this into our network. So let's go ahead and bring our cable over here. Let's just bring it straight over from this. Whoa, not what I was looking to do. Come on, cable. Alright, so then cable goes over here. And then we have an export bus. Nope, import. Like so. And we'll set this to export stacks at a time. So this is going to generate cobblestone. It's going to get pulverized into here, into gravel and sand. That's just going to get sucked into here. So just straight up production of sand and gravel. A little bit of gravel, lots of sand. Alright. We got some zombies outside now. Next up, we need flint. So we need... Make sure here, pulverize that. Alright, macerator. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the next thing here. I brought our pattern encoder with us here, just to make it simple for us. So, we're going to go ahead and encode... No, the one thing I don't have is gravel. So let's go pick up some quick gravel. Gravel! And we're going to turn this into a recipe because we're not going to be needing this kind of stuff all the time. So, gravel into flint, encode this like so. One flint into one gravel. So let's go ahead and set up our rotary macerator. Now the rotary macerator uses 32 units of power, so let's go ahead and set up, actually before we do that, let's set up a bat box to power our rotary macerator. Actually, let's set this into the ground. So... like so. Like that. Alright, and then we are going to put our rotary macerator right on top. I don't know if we need any cables. And then let's tie this right into... No! That was bad. That's right. Stupid mistake. Stupid mistake. I forgot the low voltage transformer. Alright, let's go back and make a quick one of those. Low voltage transformer. You thought I would have remembered to do something as simple as that. Do I have an LV? No. So I need copper, copper cables, and wood. Alright. Birch, 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 and birch. Copper cable. Copper, copper, copper. LV. Yeah, alright, let's try this again! Maybe we'll get it right this time. Up. And maybe I should make myself another bat box. Bat box. I have no idea why this is getting hung up on this particular pattern, because we have the materials in here. Let's just do this. And let's just craft 10 of these things. Shift click to stop it. Bat box. It works just fine that way. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. So, properly done, we have the LV transformer. Rotary macerator. Wait a second. Oh, better undo that before it breaks. Because that would be bad again. Alright, so let's try this properly. LV transformer. There. And then macerator, or bat box. Good, getting power. Rotary macerator. And just see if it works. I think we actually need a cable. We do this. Let's pick this back up. Cable out of that. Alright, we're back, and so yeah, that whole thing with the induction, Rotomaster induction sputter, let's just ignore it. Every time I try to use them, my game crashed, so ignoring that. I'm actually probably going to remove that from my pack. Used to get good use out of them, but not if that keeps happening. So, where did I leave off? Alright, next thing is we need to get our, yeah, there we go. We need to get it set up to make flint if we need to. So, this is the way we're going to be doing this one. First of all, we're going to do like that, and we're going to set the back for an input, which like it already is. The top is going to be output. Alright. And we are going to be putting an ME interface on the back. Like so. And we're going to tell this, here you can make flint in the gravel by sticking it in through this slot. So let's go ahead and take our import bus. Set that to just pull out entire stacks at a time. And then grab a little bit of cable. Connect our interface back there. Alright, so we have it set up for flint production. So let's go and throw this in here for the moment. Next, we need to set it up for the production of, let's see here, sandstone. Yeah, that's it. So let's go and grab our packager. And this one we're going to input from the top, output from the back. So, actually, let's go ahead and go back over to this. So we're going to tell this 1, 2, 3, 4, and do a sandstone at that. There we go. So now we're going to put this here, and then put that in there, telling us we can make sandstone this way, and then we're going to output at the side here. No, wrong. Output like that to import into the network. And like before, just like that. Alrighty, so sand, gravel, flint, sandstone. Alright. Next up is going to be niter. And let's go ahead and throw this all in here. Sand and sandstone, cobble, flint. Let's grab that. Just put that right there. More niter. Alright, so the niter's going to be a little more difficult. Let's see here. Rather than doing a pattern, let's just set this up to constantly make niter. So to do that, we're just simply going to put a pulverizer down, like so. Output the top. Nothing on the sides. And the top, actually... yeah, let's just output the top, input in the back rather, output the top. So import bus, suck everything up. What just got placed? I don't know. How did I get placed there? Wasn't even in the back. And then we're going to export sandstone. Let's grab a piece of sandstone here. And let's go turn this network on. See if that works for us. Yep. We'll just have this constantly grinding away on sandstone all the time. Why is this not sucking stuff up out of the top? Suspicious. Ah! That's very odd. Okay, so we've got that set up. So let's just throw this sandstone in here. Next, we need to... well, you know what? Let's just suck these up real quick. Just to get these out of the way. There we go. In you go. In you go. While we're at it, suck that up for me also, please. Stacks at a time. Come on. Ashes. And then let's turn this back around, like so. Alright, that should be good for our purposes here. Now we can pull these up. Whoa! Let me out of here! So, make sand, make flint, make sandstone, make niter. Just constantly churn out the niter and the sandstone and all that. So that should be okay. So later on when we want niter, we'll just have to just craft a bunch of sandstone. Remember to craft sandstone. So we've got that. Next we need to pulverize that. So let's turn these off again. Alright, and we are going to input from the top again. Everything it can. And we're going to export. Actually, no, this is where we can use another pattern here. I don't care about that. So this is going to say that is going to become 4 of those in code. Alright, so let's put that on the back here. There we go. Cool, so that will make us blaze powder if we need it to. It'll just suck out through the top. Excellent. Next up, let's go ahead and just set one of these industrializers here to constantly churn out stuff. So to do that, we need to input from the top and export from the sides. We input from the bottom. This one's going to be a little bit different. Let's see here. Let's see if we put that in there. Where's that going to place it? Ah, good. That's exactly where we want it to. 1 stack. Alright. That means we have to pull out from the sides or the back. We'll just have this constantly going all the time. We'll feed it power directly underneath like that. So it's going to make stuff, it's going to pull it out. Constant sulfur. Alright, so that's in place. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to be back in just a minute once I get a few more things built and get the rest of this in place, and I'll show you how everything's working. Alright, so I'm back, and I've got everything sorted away here. So, just to repeat back, this is once we fill this up, this is going to give us the cobblestone, which is going to go right into sand and gravel. The gravel is going to turn into flint. Sand will be pulled into sandstone. Niter and sand will come from grinding up sandstone. Blaze powder and sulfur will come from grinding up blaze rods. Sulfur and dark ashes will show up for electrolyzing blaze powder. Charcoal from cooking the wood logs, and then charcoal dust for grinding up the charcoal. So all of that will give us the components we need for this gunpowder. So let's go ahead and go back over here. Whoa. At least my frame rate's working a lot better now. So let's go ahead and insert this up here. Gunpowder. Alright, so we got quite a bit right now. Let's just go and pull this out and let's see how this works. So, should be crafting up here. Let's go and go check our machines now and see if they are working. Let me go ahead and change this here. Why is this not sucking out? Very odd. Very, very odd indeed. Alright, so that is working there, so let's go ahead and go back. Do we have any more? Alright, so that's good there. Let's try this again. Let's pull that out. Alright, so, and we have lots and lots and lots of all of this here. So we should be good. Sand. Alright, so let's go and place our pattern machine back over here. Pattern. Alright, so we got to make a couple more patterns. So we've already got dynamite. Or TNT. Yeah, I've already got TNT, so let's see if that works. So that should turn it into gunpowder, which means we charcoal dust for. And TNT. Excellent. Alright, so last thing is we need industrial TNT, which means we need some flint. And that'll be 1, 2, 3, like this, for ITNT, and code. And then let's give this a try. Industrial TNT, let's make 2. So it's going to make charcoal dust to make TNT, which to make gunpowder, to make TNT. TNT is going to combine with the flint to make the industrial TNT once this all finishes cooking up. So it's not as fast as it could be, but it is basically, we are dedicating it so it shouldn't be that slow. And there we go. We have our industrial TNT made from components that are basically all renewable / infinite / really long-lived there. So it worked. It worked. We'll just have to see how this all pans out once we start running out of the niter and stuff like that. Probably won't be needing a lot of the industrial TNT anytime soon, since we're not going to worry about that particular compressor there. But we'll get to that eventually, and it has been fun putting all this together there. It took a little bit of time, and I mean, come on, if you look at this, this is a lot simplified with Applied Energetics here. Rather than worry about pipes going everywhere, we just tell everything what to do, and it does it. So, I mean, I'm really, really happy with this mod there. So, now we have all this other components if we need it for anything there. So, anyhow, I hope everyone has enjoyed watching me fumble around and get this working here. If you did enjoy this video, like is appreciated, and hope to see you next time. May end up doing a couple more seasons. I've been thinking about putting together a redstone series for that to help, if nothing else, to help myself learn redstone better, which I think I'm going to start releasing some of that. I'm probably also going to do some Let's Plays of a couple more games there. So hope you all enjoyed that as well. And oh look, we got 3,000 saplings in our inventory here. This is awesome. So yeah, anyhow, hope you all enjoy this, and hope to see you next time. So have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.